Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about Elon. He sold some of his Tesla shares and we're going to analyze it. Alright, let's get into the first slide. So first slide, I'm going to be talking about some SEC filings that the Tesla company filed earlier on November 10th, 2021. If you're interested in looking at the filings yourself, feel free to click the link below. It's called Tesla SEC Filings. The form that I'm going to be looking at is something called the Form 4. So on November 10th, 2021, there were a total of 10 different Form 4s. So these are just two of them. In total, there were 10. So yeah. Anyway, let's take a look at them. This is Statement of Changes in Beneficial Ownership for Elon Musk specifically. And he started selling some shares from November 8th through November 10th, and he might have sold some today, November 11th as well, but we don't know yet. So there's two types of shares that are described in these sheets. As you can see right here in column 6, ownership form, one is direct, the other is indirect. So here you can see direct, and these are numbers of shares. So he has some shares that are direct shares here, and there's also these with the I, which are indirect shares. So direct ownership of Tesla is when you actually own just the pure Tesla shares. That's what direct ownership is. But indirect ownership of a share is when you own something that owns a certain company. So for example, something that owns Tesla. So like the Spider, since the Spider is an ETF that tries to duplicate the S&P 500, and Tesla is inside the S&P 500. When you own the Spider, you own part of Tesla, since Tesla is part of the S&P 500. So that would be an example of indirect ownership. Now, does Elon Musk own the Spider directly? Well, I don't know. All it says is direct and indirect. So yeah, anyway, that's what that means. I actually didn't know that before, so I'm guessing you guys didn't know either. So yeah. Anyway, let's keep going. For direct ownership, on November 8th, 2021, he's exercised some options. As you can see here, A is securities acquired. So he got 2,154,572 Tesla shares at a price of $6.24. Those are some options that he had, and it's a really good deal. I think he's got them back in like 2012, around there. And yeah, anyway, he exercised his options to buy those shares at that price. And then at the beginning of November 8th, 2021, he had that many shares right here as direct ownership. And then after that, he started selling them. This isn't all of his sales, these are just a few of his sales. But yeah, at the end of the day on November 8th, he went from 2,154,572 direct shares to 1,222,481 direct shares. So yeah, he sold them for these prices right here. He made quite a profit. Like in just one day, he bought Tesla shares for $6.24, and then he sold some of them for $1,135.05, and some for a little bit more, as you can see here. But those are the direct shares, and also at the end of the day, he also had 170,492,985 indirect shares. So that was on November 8th, 2021. And then as time went on, like on the 9th and also on the 10th, he started selling some of his indirect shares as well. So at the end of the day, on the 10th of November, he had 166,904,938 indirect shares and 1,222,481 direct shares. So let's just take a quick look at these numbers. If you look at the direct shares and indirect shares right now, you can see that for percentage sold, direct shares percentage sold, he sold a little bit over 43% of his direct shares, and he only sold a little a little bit above 2% of his indirect shares. When you look at everything in total over here, overall, direct shares and indirect shares combined, he sold roughly 2.62% of his total shares. Now, when you take a look at this and you compare it to what he was talking about on Twitter, he was proposing selling 10% of his Tesla stock. So he only sold about 2.62% so far. So from this selling, as you can see, like the 8th through the 10th, and then this is also the 11th. This is when I'm filming the video. It seems to be going down, and I'm assuming that's because Elon was selling his shares at that time. He sold only 2.62%. Now, if he does decide to continue with his selling like throughout this week, I'm not sure when he's planning to sell the rest of his stock, but if he does continue to sell at this pace, I'm guessing that it's gonna go down in the short term. These are my thoughts on Tesla stock price. So short term, as long as Elon continues to sell and there's no significantly positive news about the company, I'm guessing that the stock price is going to go down. But if there was positive news that was it's just so good that people don't care about Elon selling, like it just goes up even more, that could happen. But my guess is short term it's going to go down, but long term price prediction is it's going to go up. And why is that? Because the products are still great. I'm really looking forward to the Cybertruck that's coming out, especially since it's bulletproof. And plus, Elon is only selling 10%, and it's to pay for his tax bill. And also because what do winners do? Winners win in general. Of course, not 100%. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Tesla's stock price. And what am I doing right now? With my shares, I am just holding. So just play the long game. There's a lot of people who think that, oh, I should sell now before it drops more and then buy the dip. The problem with that is like the capital gains tax and short term versus long term. So if you were to like trade, like you're trying to buy at the bottom, sell at the top, and then just buy at the highs and the lows and trade like that, like you'll face a lot of short-term capital gains tax, and it's really hard to outperform the average when you do that. So yeah, and you also never know for sure when the dip will come. Like it could dip, but that's just a guess. You never know for sure. And even if it does start to dip, you don't know how low it will go. Like for me, I'm guessing it will dip, but I don't know what the lowest price it will reach is before it starts going up. So it's like, let's say it does start dipping, like and you sell, when would you buy back? Like I wouldn't know. So yeah, even though it is dipping, I'm just holding and playing the long game. And the main philosophy behind my investing is you gotta find great companies and hold them until you need to buy something with the cash. And right now, if you don't need to buy anything with the cash, just hold it. If you do need to use the cash for something, I don't know, maybe you have something important to pay for, then okay, yeah, you should sell it. Because I mean, that's why you invest so that you have money to buy the stuff you want. But if there's nothing that you want to buy right now, why bother selling it? So yeah. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Tesla. And last slide. If you check the links in the description, first link I have is a Google sheet. If you don't know, my goal is to outperform the market or the S&P 500 or the Spider or whatever you want to call it. Basically do better than average. The Google Sheets link shows all of my portfolios that I've made, and it tracks my gains against the market average to see if I'm beating the market or not. Some of the portfolios are beating it, some of the portfolios are losing to it. But yeah, if you want to see how I'm doing, you can click that in the description below. And also there's a Discord link. The Discord link is for Stocks with Daryl. On the Discord, I share updates to what I am doing with the portfolios on the Discord. I don't make a video about everything that I'm doing I don't make a video about every single move I'm doing in the portfolio, but I do post on the Discord if I don't make a video about it. So yeah, feel free to join the Discord. link below is in the description if you want. And also, if you're interested in more videos, you can check out the playlist section in my YouTube channel. I have several different playlists here. One playlist is your questions answered, so it answers common questions that I hear from people a lot. I just go over my thoughts on answers to those questions. If you're interested on how I go about buying the dip, I have a couple of videos on that here. If you're getting started in the stock market, like maybe you got $1,000 from a friend, or you got like you just have like some cash that you want to start investing, I have two playlists here. One is getting started in the stock market with fractional shares. One is with whole shares. So if you have a fractional share account, start with this one here, the orange one. If you do not have a fractional share account, start with this one down here, the gray one. And then there's also a playlist on one thing I wish I knew when I started investing. These are this is like information that's really helped me outperform the market. And I have this other random playlist here. This is Shin Nihongo Gyohakimon and 3. I don't only make stock videos. Like, I mostly make stock videos, but every now and then I toss in some other videos. And one of my hobbies is studying Japanese, so this is a video series on some Japanese stuff I'm learning. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for today, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.